here at Sports Complex in Burnaby. It's a little windy, but what I want to do, get out of the wind here. What I want to do is take some photos of some sports facilities, like fields, bleachers, things like that, as stock photography. So like peripherals, nets, stuff like that. The trick is you just don't want to get anything as any kind of copyright or logo or anything on it. Like this field is cool. I could probably get some shots of the lines on the grass. Yeah. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can shoot with today. So today, what did I bring today? Camera, 35mm. I don't want that. I think I want to put on something longer. These lines are kind of cool. Let's see. So I kind of get just the field. All right, like that. Something like this sign might be cool. It doesn't have any logos or anything on it, so it should be all right. But let me just see here. Let's see what kind of. You never know. So the thing about shooting for stock is you really never know it's going to be commercially valuable. Because you just never know what people need. So you just shoot a whole bunch of stuff and kind of upload it and see. I mean, I've sold stuff that you kind of look at and you go, really? But if you never shot it, you'd never know, right? Okay, let's go to the lower field. See what we can get. Just hoping for a better shot. It's something that doesn't have such a busy background. You know, like over here. I'll try this because that goal against the fence with the trees might be better. I hope this isn't too windy because there is a bit of wind coming right at me, so. See, with shots like this, you want to kind of, what I'm going to try to do is off-center that goal a bit. So you can leave some space for text or logos or whatnot. And try to get a couple of different focal lengths. Zoom in a bit. Let's see what we can get down on the lower field. I pretty nice. Yeah. Nice sort of shallow depth of field shot. Just showing the grass. That's nice. What I'm after today is more stock kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll always kind of take a few ritzy fartsy kind of shots in there too, but when I'm after, this is like more background images that you can kind of put a logo on or just use as a background in your advertising or promotion, that kind of thing. So nothing super specific in terms of objects, but just more of an ambiance kind of, is that the right word? Ambiance? Kind of image. So these nice turf fields with their vibrant color on them is perfect. Yeah, so if I kind of fill the frame, and again I'm at F8, just kind of focusing, trying to focus on those yellow lines. Sort of gives you the impression that it is a soccer field. But it is abstract enough that it's just more of a background image. You know what I mean? Or kind of just get that photo where if a company does need something that hints at soccer, then that's what it can do, alright? Zoom in on that net. That one, that's kind of lame. But this one here, bump that up to F8. Get the whole field in field of view. Again, just giving the impression that it is a soccer field. So if somebody does need an image to convey that kind of feeling or impression, that's what it gives. Right? Again, this corner here. Let's see that. Trick with these is like, do I line up for the vertical or the horizontal axis? Oh god. We'll do both. Or a combination of the two. Come right out from the corner here. There we go, that's cool. I'm shooting primarily, I got my 70 to 300 on right now, but I'm shooting primarily at 70 mil. I think when I get up to my other location, I'm gonna put on the wider lens because it is a more photogenic spot. Looks like they're doing some construction or something, but yeah, there's people walking on the track and stuff, so that means that the gates are open. So my goal today is to get some shots of this thing from maybe over there, maybe on the track, want to do a time lapse as well. So let's walk around and see what we can get. See if I can get to the middle here. It's just a shame there wasn't any lines painted on the field, but oh well. Let's see here. I'll try to get it when there's nobody in front of it. All right. Might as well follow the traffic. Doesn't have to disrupt too much. And we're also going to get these lines on the track as well. I think if I go around the other side, I can get the numbers, the lane numbers. Yeah, see, that's good. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Shows the numbers. Shot. Let's get some shots of the stadium here. It's a little tricky because part of it is in shadow, part of it is out. Alright. Bumped out of def 9. I go up a little bit higher. At least I'm getting my exercise. Let's go into the shadow here. See if we can get this. It's coming up pretty good. Zoom in a little bit. See, maybe gonna start my time lapse, I think. That's interesting. Nice reflection. Bring that out. Okay, so I am going to set my camera up in the middle of the field, just at the edge. Probably shoot at about 20 mil. Do a time lapse for about 45 minutes. Okay, let's get this thing set up. Let that shoot for a bit. I'm going to get the shadows crossing the stadium. And we'll see what we get. Well, this is the exciting part about doing time-lapse videos, is you just sit and you wait for your camera to do its thing. But in the middle of a 45-minute time-lapse right now. Just trying to get the shadows as they're going to come across that stadium, and some of the athletes that are out sort of running or walking around the stadium or the track. Some of them are doing some stair climbing as well. Hopefully it'll turn out pretty good. I've set the camera up so that it gets, you know, pretty much from almost inside that lamppost to just inside that lamppost. So the whole stadium and some of the surrounding stuff. Zoomed out a little bit just so that if I need to crop, I can crop. But I think it'll look pretty good. With the tripod down a little bit low so we can get pretty much all the field as foreground, which would be kind of cool. So we'll see how that comes out. The other thing about shooting time lapses is while you're just kind of sitting around waiting for your camera to do its thing, is it gives you an opportunity to look at other things in your surrounding area to see what else there is to shoot. Like for instance at this here stadium, I've got some shots of the bleachers, I've got some shots sort of in shadow, outside of shadow, in the sunlight, some of the stairs, some interesting angles. Probably after this time lapse is done, I'm probably going to shoot some of the, I guess, the support scaffolding, and as well as the back of the stadium. It's all kind of cool concrete, so I might go back there and shoot some of that. But yeah, maybe some of the grass, who knows, maybe more of the field, we'll see. Okay, that should be just about enough of this. And what I want to do is control, set on my 35. Maybe shoot some video. Okay, let's see what we can get. I'm gonna get some video. Just gonna set this up by these numbers. me shoot with my 35, but what I'm gonna do is just get down low. See what I can get here. Let's see something. Yeah. I think I'm gonna do shoot super shallow. So I'm just walking around the track now, just get some shots of things like the track itself, these lines, which are kind of cool. Again, it's not high art. What it is it's background images. Can be used for promotional stuff, things to stick your logo on. You know, that give you the impression that yes, this is a track. So like track and field related stuff. You know, that kind of thing. Sure, don't get this guy. Get it so that I can leave room for a logo, something that's still kind of conveying that it is track and field related. Okay, there's patterns there. Field. Try this tunnel. Yeah, this one looks alright. Let's go back up a bit here. Drop that all the way down. That's a good one. That's got the cool thing happening here. The whole row of letters of the different sections. I'm going to focus on the F8. That's cool. I'm going to get the whole stadium here. Okay, that's good. That is good for today. So that concludes my excursion to the stadium here in Burnaby. Just to give you guys a little bit of insight into shooting other sports related stuff that really isn't a sport but is related to a sport. Today I just chose soccer fields, stadium, track, that kind of stuff. I've done this stuff in the past, put it up as stock photos on Shutterstock and Pond 5, Adobe stock, and they do pretty well. Just another way to kind of make some quote-unquote passive residual income. You know, when you have some spare time and you just want to get out and shoot, but maybe some sporting events aren't happening. Like my other video about shooting small stuff, you know, in a studio or just on a table or whatever, you can do the same thing. Just head out and shoot. Still sports related, just not an actual sport. It's just another way to keep your creativity going, keeps your photography muscles going, it gets you out of the house. Just, again, just another option, just another idea. I think that's going to wrap it up. Oh, and there's this swimming pool here that is kind of empty, but anyway, it's going to wrap up this video. I was going to say I might shoot some stuff at the swimming pool, but it looks kind of janky, so I'm not going to. Anyway, going to wrap up this video now as I head back to my car and head home to edit these photos. We'll see what we come up with. See you again.